Today we will talk about Apple Watch Series 7, all the information that is known at the moment. So, let's get started. Apple Watch 7 release date and price. The only real rumors about the release date are still coming from Ming-Chi Kuo, analytics with a good track record of Apple information, who suggested that we would see a new Apple Watch model in the second half of 2021. However, this is not surprising, as Apple has been releasing new Apple Watches in September for many years. Even with all the destruction caused by the situation in the world in 2020, they're all at the same level. So we expect the Apple Watch 7 to cost about the same. Apple Watch 7 leaks aren't many yet. But we've already heard something. First of all, Tim Cook himself said during the speech, I quote, "There's a ton of innovation left there, and we're on early feeds. Think about the number of sensors in your car, and maybe your body is much more important than your car." So while all this is very vague, mentioning the body suggests constant attention to health and fitness features in future Apple Watches. This is consistent with the claims of Ming-Chi Kuo, who predicted that the new impulse to ship the Apple Watch in 2021 will benefit from innovative health management features and improved form factor design. Thus, it follows that the Apple Watch 7 can have both new health features and a new design. And this could be a big design change, in which Ming-Chi Kuo said that there will be a significant change in the design of the form factor, although he said it would happen on Apple Watch models in the second half of 2021 the earliest, so it's possible that we won't see it until a later model. The Apple Watch 7 strap can also undergo big changes as the patent details the strap with its built-in battery, which can therefore increase the battery life of the Apple Watch. However, ideas are often not used in patents, so don't expect to see it. We also saw a patent showing the ability to add a Touch ID fingerprint scanner to future Apple Watch. In fact, several patents have already mentioned this, and the other described the Touch ID scanner built into the home button. Another patent detailed in the same link speaks of a camera under the display that is invisible when it is not in use. In addition, on patent territory, Apple seems to be exploring ways to apply matte ferrous coating to the anodized metal of its smartphones and watches, so it is possible that this will be the new color offered by the Apple Watch 7. The one we'd say is most likely a Touch ID scanner, as it shouldn't be too complicated for Apple to turn it on, and can be very useful. Finally, there are various rumors that Apple wants to move from OLED screens on its devices to micro-LED screens. Some, but not all of these reports mention the Apple Watch as a possible candidate. The micro-LED has the potential to both improve image quality and reduce battery consumption, so that would be a desirable change. However, the DigiTimes report suggests that there are still many years before what we want to see. There are a number of things we would really like Apple to do with the Apple Watch 7, including the following: better battery life, circular case design option, improved sleep tracking, more fitness tracking skills, a big new feature. So far, no Apple Watch model has had shiny battery life. They're not terrible, but at best average, which is disappointing for such a premium device, especially since sleep tracking is now offered, because you can't use it at the same time and leave the watch to charge overnight. So for the Apple Watch 7, we want Apple to make great strides with battery life, so we only charge it every few days or even less. A big new feature: the Apple Watch is a 6 excellent smartwatch, but it wasn't the most exciting update, and it's largely because it doesn't have a big header feature. So for the Apple Watch 7, we want to see something new and exciting. We don't know exactly what it will be, but that's okay, because it'll be even more exciting if it's a complete surprise. We're sure Apple can cook something if it really tries. Improved sleep tracking. Sleep tracking on the Apple Watch 6 is basic, to put it mildly, when using an official function as opposed to a third-party application. There is no information about how much time you spent in each type of sleep, like deep and fast, as well as no information about how your sleep affected stress levels, and vice versa. Or, how did your sleep time affect the quality of your sleep? These are improvements that could probably be made with a software update, but whether it's new hardware, just new software, we want sleep tracking to be much better on the Apple Watch 7, because he's really not a competitor for other sleep tracking apps and devices at the moment. Apple Watch 6 is great as a basic fitness tracker, but for more serious athletes it may not seem enough, because for example, you can't set up interval training, and in our review, we found that its GPS is not as accurate as some other devices, especially over long distances. That's why we want both GPS improvements and more training opportunities, perhaps something approaching professional fitness mode. This applies to an area of things that almost certainly won't happen, but we'd like Apple to offer the Apple Watch 7 in both round and square varieties. While the Apple Watch line undoubtedly looks good, Many people would just prefer a circle on their wrists. And competing devices have shown how good it can look, and how good it can work. Apple already provides many options when it comes to colors and straps. So why not offer a choice of form? Apple Watch Series 7 will measure your blood pressure. In 6 years, your Apple Watch has been taught how to monitor your health, not just by measuring the pulse, but also by the oxygen level in the blood, even making it look like electrocardiography. But this is not the final in the development of the Apple Watch. They decided to build in the tonometer, so blood pressure will be under control. You'll say that such a measurement is impossible, because the watch strap is not a tonometer cuff. He can't pell and blow off? But that's about such a short-term dimension. Apple decided to follow its path. Watch Series 7 will measure pressure all the time. A special strap will put on your arm and envelop it. The Cupertino guys promise there won't be any discomfort, and they can be trusted in it. Because we won't be able to remember Apple's inconvenient device. A watch that constantly monitors your condition will notify you of a deviation from the norm. The norm won't be the way we're used to now, because the measurement itself is different. But the most important thing about this technology is to encourage you to go to a medical institution in case of frequent deviations. The Apple Watch 6 is one of the best smartwatches ever created, but as always there's always room for improvement with the technology, so we've compiled this wish list for the Apple Watch 7. So, guys, it was all the information known today about the future Apple Watch Series 7.